What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons back with another great interview for you guys. Today's guest bought her starter kit back in around January, so about 4 months ago. And she just recently announced in the private Clean Biz Network Facebook group that she got her first contract here recently. So we want to please help me welcome and congratulations to Miss Andrea Hill Blake. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I'd never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.
Good. So let's go ahead and start out by you just telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Well, I'm a mother of two boys, 17 years old and 14. Actually, one is headed to college in August, and my other one is headed to ninth grade in August. I'm a wife, and now I'm an entrepreneur.
All right.
And I'm from Georgia. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Oh, no worries. All right, so first off, how did you fight through for 4 months straight, without having a commercial client? I don't know if you had residential clients at all, but just how did you fight through this long to stick with it and stay with your business and not quit?
Well, I invested too much time and money, and I knew that, my kids were watching indirectly and listening, seeing me do all this stuff, go out, advertise, make phone calls. I couldn't let them down. I wasn't going to let them down. Still not going to let them down. So I keep going.
All right, that's what's up. I mean, you're right. That's a great point because, they always watching. They're sponges, you know what I mean? So they're always watching. They hear you say, yeah, I'm going to start the cleaning company. You're going to have to answer to that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, do you still have a day job or some sort of other source of income? And I'm asking because I'm wondering if you do, how do you manage, doing this business as well as doing the other source of income?
I no longer have a day job. I resigned last month, March 8th, from after 19 years.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. No regrets whatsoever. I did work maybe about a month. As I was into the cleaning business, maybe a month. It was it's a little tough, but I had a few residential clients that I was going to. Not many at that time, but I was already planning on trying to find a way out anyway. So yeah, I'm gone.
Okay. Now I know that you said in the group as well as in Calculate Clean that your goal for this month was to close on a commercial contract. You did it, and so I wanted to know what was your plan to get that deal done.
Well, my plan was to put out more flyers, more business cards, actually walk into businesses. That's what my strategy was to gain a commercial client. That's not how it went, but it worked out without me doing that.
Okay, so how did it go? Tell us a little bit about it.
So what happened? I'm associated with Thumbtack. Okay. I gotta tell the story. For those who know Thumbtack, you have to have a budget. So for that particular week, my budget was $80. And at this time, I only had maybe like $30 left in my budget. And I know if you're on the other end and you're trying to get like a every week cleaner or every month, it costs more for us, for the pros. So anyway, I wasn't worried about it. Anyway, one day I got a notification and it said a commercial business was asking for my availability. So I'm thinking, I don't have enough money in my budget for that to even come through. So how did that come through? So I see the commercial and they asked my availability. I didn't even have estimates down for the commercial cleaning side. I just had estimates for the residential. So anyway, so she asked my availability, and I told her that I would need to come and do a walkthrough to give her a more accurate quote. So we scheduled the walkthrough. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Back up some. So the way it went in, the reason why I got notified because Thumbtack discounted it for me. I only had like $30 left in the budget, and for that particular commercial account, it was $85.55. Thumbtack slashed it and only charged me say $25. So it was amazing how this thing worked out. So anyway, we scheduled a walkthrough, blah blah blah. I gave her a quote. I sent it that same day. She called me, I think about 2 days later, as I was at a residential cleaning, and basically offered me the job. And again, she said, but I want to pay you more. I'm sorry, the quote I gave was $600, and so she said, I want to pay you more. So the offer is for $720. So
wow, congratulations on that.
thank you. I think
That's crazy.
I always tell
you look
people.
Up and
I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, everything happens for a reason. That was no mistake.
Absolutely. And so you lock in probably a 12-month agreement, right?
Oh yes.
Absolutely. So that's what $8,600 a year extra in revenue, just off of what I think you got the $1,500 on your starter kit. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, for me, yeah, because I bought 5 leads. Yeah, it was
Exactly,
like 15.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So there you go. So after you'll make well more than what you invested in it to start with. Now from here, all you just do is keep, reinvesting, going back to Thumbtack because that worked for you. You know what I mean? And just reinvest, and sky's the limit after this. And so I wanted to show this because that's how not easy, but that's how simple it can be. Because I tell you what, cleaning ain't always easy. I gotta say that, but and also hiring people and managing people and personalities, right? There's a lot that goes into it with a business, but it's definitely worth it. And you can see how you can flip 1,500 into $8,000 in a year. You know what I mean? So this is the one contract. You got plenty of more to go. So I wanted to point that out. And I also want to point out one more thing too about that story you just told. I always heard a phrase that said, the harder you work, the luckier you'll be. And that's just a prime example, because if you didn't put in the work, you didn't put the investment, if you didn't put something in first, then you wouldn't have came across that luck where Thumbtack slashed that and gave you that discount that you weren't even asking. You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that you put yourself in the game, is the fact that you can get blessed in that way just by putting yourself out there and just trying, and the universe will work with you. That's all you about to say something there.
Oh yeah, I want to say too though, but even without this new contract, I already made my money back from when I bought the starter kit. I've been made my money back from that with the residential clients.
See what I'm saying? So people, I just like to make that clear too, because I know people say it's a lot of money to invest in this and that. Listen, but it's worth it as long as you put the work in. It'll work for you. So, can you tell us a little bit about the contracts? So, what type of building is it? Is it apartments? Is it an office building? What you got going on?
It's like a car sales part business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and what do you have like a plan for? Like, are you going to clean it yourself, or would it be you and your husband, or you got your kids going in, or you hire some workers? How do you plan to cover it?
So for now, it'll be me just for a minute. But then eventually it'll be my father, and it probably be a mixture of people, my son, my husband, family for now. I am trying to hire, but the people no shows, won't return the application, cancel interviews. So, it'll work out eventually.
Absolutely, 100%. All right. So what's your long-term goal with the business?
To hire, whether it be W-2 or W-9 workers. And I still want to clean, especially my reoccurring residential customers, because I think we've now established like a relationship where they like for me to come, like they like to see me, they like to talk, especially like the older people.
Right.
So again, long term is basically to hire a few people, and I kind of sit on the admin side, and because I have a lot of stuff to catch up on that I really can't do because I'm doing everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Trust me, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there, so I can understand. Now, I know it's been a short journey for you so far, but based on the time that you've been in business, is there anything that you come across that you think that you could share with some newer cleaning company owners that might be able to help them on their journey so far?
Um, I think that in the business, there's always something to do. Like when you're on a regular job, you make it off at 5 o'clock p.m. and that's it. With this business, you still have to continue to research, watch videos. Like for me, when I get home from a customer, I'm writing down my mileage so I can give that to the tax person in due time. I'm writing down like how much I get paid, putting stuff in the computer, uh, making sure you got all your supplies for the next cleaning to do. Making sure your cloth, your wash, your microfiber cloths are washed, clean down your equipment. It's always something to do. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying it don't necessarily stop at 5 p.m.,
100%. Yeah. Listen, because I struggle to explain to people, right, who aren't entrepreneurs, when they ask, so what do you do every day? You know what I mean? Because again, most of the ways that I make money now today is everything systemized, passive, and so it's like, well, what are you doing? But it's like y'all don't understand when you own a business, there's so many things that still have to get done day in and day out, and so it's always something to do. So that's definitely a great point on that. And so now I want to ask you the question that I always ask somebody at some point during these interviews, and it's this. If somebody's listening on the sideline right now and they're thinking about starting a cleaning company, but they're afraid to make that jump, what could you say to that person?
I don't think there's something somebody else can tell you. I think you'll know when it's your time. You'll know when to move. For instance, for me, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was fed up. I couldn't take it no more. And again, I had already did some research prior. I didn't just one day just jump into this. I did my research, and and I had money saved. So I just think that you'll know when it's your time, when you're fed up.
That's 100%. I did a podcast not too long ago saying exactly that. Like people say, well, AJ, when should I quit my job? And it's like, really, I can't tell you. You know what I mean? It's a feeling. I walked into it one day and just walked clean out and was done. It was that time. And it's like, of course, you feel it coming. You feel it building up in you. You're already researching ideas and ways to make money and stuff. But one day you're going to feel it. It's just going to hit you and you're just going to do it. So really, don't wait for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
To tell you, you'll feel it. You know what I mean? You're definitely feel it. All right. So I'm doing this new thing now. But before I get into this, I want to ask you this because we're approaching towards the end. And I feel like we went kind of fast. So is there anything that you feel like you wanted to share or add on that I might be missing that I forgot to ask you?
No, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, because I know sometimes people be like, I was hoping you asked me this, or you might got a story you might want to share. Well, okay, cool. All right. All right, cool. So we're going to start this lightning round. And so I'm going to say a word or a phrase, and then you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind or what it means to you. So here we go. First word is cleaning.
Me.
All right. Second thing is favorite movie.
The Color Purple.
Wow. Okay. Family.
Support.
Okay. How about business?
Business Just Dust Cleaning. That's the name of my business.
Cool. I like that. All right. Just Dust Cleaning. I like that. All right. Clean Biz Network.
How it all started with me.
Nice. All right. Freedom.
Finally.
I like that. After 19 years, that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
All right, and then finally, I have legacy.
Legacy, my children. Uh, I don't want to see them struggle, and hopefully this will be a little push, something that they can do if they choose to. Not forcing them. And right now, of course, they don't choose to. That's fine. But they're
Right.
young now. They're young. They don't know. But when they get older, they'll see. But yeah, so basically just to if they chose to have a backup or do this on the side or do it as their only thing, they'll have something.
100%. Thank you, Miss Andrea. We appreciate you. And if anybody wanted to follow your journey, how could they follow you or get in contact with you if they wanted to?
You want to get in contact with me. I don't do a lot of Facebook, like the personal Facebook. I do try to ask a lot of questions in the CBN Facebook. I do have a website, www.justustcleaning.com. That's JUSTDUST cleaning.com. Or just find me on Facebook.
All right. Sounds good. Miss Andrea.
Yes.
Blake. I always try to make sure I get that right.
Yeah, you
Thank you
got
so
it
much
right.
for taking out the time. Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking out the time, joining me today, sharing your journey. We appreciate you. We'll have you back on as the business grows as well.
Okay, thank you for having me.